And a warm welcome to all of you on the day 3 of beginners to advanced bootstrap. So let us wait for some couple of seconds for rest of the people to join. Then we will continue with today's session where we will be going through the bootstrap. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so let us go ahead with today's session. 1 second, 1 second. The setup is already done for today's session. Okay, so that is good. So this is out. This will be the output, and let me adjust the VS Code also. Now, so mhm. Okay, so let us see columns now. What are columns in Bootstrap? Okay. So, what are columns in Bootstrap? Okay. So, as I've told you, in order to understand Bootstrap, we will be referring the official page of Bootstrap. So, let us open that also. And here, let me change. So, this is the current structure. Okay. Okay. So, let us see what are columns. Okay, so okay, so now we will use by default Bootstrap classes with the help of which we can give background color from now instead of giving different IDs. So as I told you, Bootstrap is all about classes, and all classes have the magic in between them. So let us do one thing. Let me have a let me do one thing. Let us comment out. Okay. We'll have a div with the class as bg dash primary. A div with the class as bg dash primary. Okay. And let us do one thing. Hmm. One second. Okay. Let me do one thing. So now what we will do here, we will have the container class as, let me change this to fluid. So it will be 100% on all the screen sizes. And here we will use the class as uh, 1 second. Okay, so. We'll use titling only. And here in this div with the container class fluid, okay, what we do, we will again create a div with the class as row, and in that row what we will do here, in that row what we will in that row we have again a div with the class as call dash 6, and will have bg dash primary. Okay, so bg dash primary, so the color will be blue. As I've told you, primary represents the blue color in Bootstrap. Now here we have seen, 1 second, in the layout we have seen so many other things also, which have something called as columns. So here, mm, mm, mm. Okay, we will see that thing also, but 1 second. So for this thing, what we do here, we will introduce the breakpoints now. So we have the breakpoints here. So the breakpoints have for different screen sizes, we have different dimensions. So what we will do, we will introduce the breakpoints now. So we have call dash lg dash 6, call dash lg dash 6, and bg primary. Okay. Now what we will do, we will again create a next div. So Control C, and here Control V. We'll use BG secondary, and BG secondary yellow is not required. BG secondary, in the same case we will remove the yellow from here also. Okay, so BG primary and BG secondary. The content is same as content, and as I've told you, it divides into 12 equal columns. So what we will do here, we will again create another div with a call dash. Let it be 4, 4, 4, and BG, let's say dark, and the content as, let's say, to be 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here if you see in the container fluid, so let us experience this thing. But 444 Vegeta. Okay, so ideally this has to, 1 second. Okay, so this is here the transition is happening from small or medium to large, so that is why it is changing themselves. Now after this thing, so here what is happening here, this we have applied to large screen. Okay, so you see here all these things we have applied this to large screen, but what happened here for the screen dimension which is above and below large, so here is a large screen, what will happen for the dimensions which are above large, which is extra large and extra large, Okay, and what will happen for the dimension which is below large, which is extra small, small, and medium. So when we apply this particular strategy to the large screen, same strategy will be applied to the extra large and extra large screen. Okay, so let's say, suppose if you applied this particular thing to a medium dimension, so above medium means large, extra large, all these will use the same set of styles. And and if we apply this to the medium, so what will happen for the below, for the below dimension? So for the below dimensions will automatically change this to div equals to called 12. Call 12 means 12. Okay, means it will use the 100% of the screen size. So that is what it is happening here. So when we have applied to the, here if you see here, when we have applied, so as I've told you, grid does not log into 12 columns, so it is 4 4 4 and means 12. Now let us see the output. So below it is using the 100% of the screen size, it is correct. And after that, 1 second, some problem is, 1 second, let me change this to, now it is correct. So it is using the 100% of the screen size. Now if I see, so actually this is the transition phase. So here what is happening? It is using the let it be 33.33% of the available space, and here it is using the 100% of the available space. Why? Because we have given this for LG, and for LG means large screen. For the dimension below LG, it will use the 100% of the screen size, and for below, what it will do, it will take the 100%, and for above it will use the same what will be applied to the LG screen. Now when, okay, now if we want to change the setting means it is not we do not want this to happen for all type of screen. So what I will do here, let me introduce the new types of screen here. So for LG, I want this to be 4, but as soon as I switch to medium, so I want this to be, let's say, 8. Now see, for the medium device, it is using the 80% of the screen size. So that is how it, you can see. Hmm. Okay. So that is how it goes like. Now let us add for MD variable. Call dash MD. Let it be 2. Okay. So now call dash MD. So 8, 2, and 2. So that is how it goes like that. Now, if we want to add for another screen, so call dash SM dash, let it be 4, no, 2. Uh, call dash SM dash 2. Call dash SM dash 2. Now see, Uh, 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 uh. So call dash LG dash 4, call dash MD dash 2, call dash SM dash 2. So 222, it's not good, 224, and let it be 8. Now see for the transition. So okay, see how it is changing themselves. So that is the beauty of the transition which is being happened, where the screen size gets changed automatically. Okay, so that is how it is being used. Now, after this thing, let us see the next topic in grid, which is called as a nested. Nested. What is nested? Nested means how to divide columns into two or three. Okay, so how we are going to divide this column? So this is a column, and how we are going to divide this into two or one, two, three, or three. So that is how we are going to do this. So let me have the primary setup here. So I have a div with the class container fluid, and I have a class as swing, and we'll have a row, and in this row we'll have the color as orange. Okay, and after one second. Okay, so now what we will do here, we'll have a div with the class call dash lg dash 4, and again we'll use call dash lg dash 8. One second. uh 1 second. Dot call dash lg dash 8, and what we will do here, we will add a text property, text, let's say text thread, and text thread, and we'll have a text as section 8, and here we'll use section 4. Okay, and here we will use bg dash primary, and here we'll use bg dash secondary. Text is what we have given. Now the structure is like this one. Fine. Now let me open this in a full screen. So that is how it goes like that. Now the objective is how to create columns into columns. So for this thing, what we are doing, we are going to use the nested feature. Okay. So so now what is the rule? So rule is, if you want to create a column inside a column, so we need to create a row first. Okay, so that is the rule number one. So yes, let us go ahead with the row creation. So this is the second one, and here row, and here again we will use call 6 second. Dot call 6 with the content as 6. So let us see how it looks. Okay, so now see. But this call 6 will have the BG as danger. We have created a column inside a column. Okay. Now suppose if I want to have a different another column here. So this is what, and here let it be equal to 66 danger and light dark. Okay. So 666 is not equal to 6 plus 6 is okay. So let it be 8 and 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay. So here you can clearly imagine how we are going to do this. So this is basically the creation of column inside a column. Okay. So that is the thing what we have created here. So that is called as nested. Okay. So let me wait for a minute for to share the attendance here. One second. So guys, I have shared the attendance. I request you to please fill. So I can see the attendance has filled now, filled by some of the people. So let us go ahead. Okay. So here, um, okay. So we have created now columns inside a column by creating a row. Now here, if you want to create the columns of equal equal width. So what? So it's very simple. So if I use call for call for and call for, it is very simple that we have created the columns of equal width. But this is not the way. So we can, what we need to do. So if I give here a simple call and without any. Now see, all the columns will get created of equal dimension. So that is the logic to create this thing. Now after this thing here, we have another shortcut. So how to use this shortcut? So what I will do here, if I give a call of dash 6, what happened here? 6, rest will be 3 and 3. So that is how, so just two columns will the space between the available space will be divided between this and this equal. Okay. Now after this thing, so if I give a call auto. Now auto, the content is the numeric size. Now, depending on the size or based on the size of the content, the space is allotted. Okay, so that is how it goes like that. So means automatically based on the content size, the space is allotted. Now, now let us apply a new class on row. So if I apply a class here in the row, so I use row dash calls to see what happened here. But before going that, let me remove this auto. So row dash calls dash 2. Okay. So what happened there? The columns gets created in a different fashion. Now let me have the same a new column here. So if I copy paste, let it be primary. So here it works like that. Now, okay. Now, after why no. Okay, so here 1 second. If I put this thing here, now see how this thing happened. Why this is happening? Because this is happening because of the flex box property. So as I've told you that Bootstrap uses some part of flexbox. Now, the space allotted depends upon the content inside it. So call auto will fix this. So if I put here row dash calls dash auto. Now see, based on the based on the content, the space will get slotted. Okay. Now let us see some flex box functionalities here. So as I told you, as Bootstrap uses some part of the flex box. So let us use the align items property, and we align the items on vertical and horizontal pattern. So for this thing, what we are going to use, we will apply the div class row dash calls dash auto. Here I use align items start with the style tag of minimum height, let it be 400 px. So this is how it goes like that. Okay. So we have what we did here. So what? So it is how this thing you can go like that. Now let us apply the align item. ALIGN align item to end. Okay. Center. Space around will not work here. Okay, align item center. So these are the properties which works here. These are flex of property which works here. Now after this thing, okay, okay. So let us add the justify content property here. Okay, so justify content to, let's say, center with the minimum space, let it be 200 px. Okay, and justify, we have a row with justify content center. Okay, so that is how beautifully it goes like that. So center and let it be. One second. So we have a div with the class. One second. Div with the class row with justify content and with the style we have taken a minimum height of 200 px. Okay. So now let us apply how we are going to use this thing. So particularly if you see here, one second. Okay, so we have, one second. Justify content and one second, where it is not moving. One second, just start and one second, let it be like that. Okay, so that is how it goes like that. Now, after this thing, let us use this evenly and odd pattern. So, if I use justify content between, it goes like that. So that is how it goes like that. Now, after that, we will see the next thing here in Bootstrap is the reordering tomorrow. Okay, so see you.